putting the biggest match of his entire career against the former AWS World Heavyweight Champion, the Savior, Erik Ryker, in the first ever casket match in AWS history. On Devil's Night, War for Blood, the bad blood between Ace Harris and Erik Ryker has been boiling over for weeks. And Ace has been saying over and over that Ryker is a phony, a fake, a fraud, a baloney. But the Savior, the lights are flashing with victory here, and now it is dark. It is dark. And they are slowly. Oh my. You know, I've been around a lot of things, but seeing a coffin being carried to ringside has to be one of the most shocking things because it's one of those things so close to what we all feel in the end of death. But here we are on Devil's Night, casket and all, being carried to the ring by many of the minions from Admiral Asylum, from Rikers Island, many of her minions carrying the casket to ringside here as we await the arrival of the Savior of Erik Ryker, the one who dethroned the Series 3 at Bar the Star, taking the AWS World Heavyweight Championship and putting it around the waist of the avenged AWS and away from the tyrant that crossed God at Bar the Star and retired him for good, put him up on the shelf. As he said, you need to get down here to Lawrenceville, South Carolina. There's nothing like AWS at the house of pain at 174 Houston Highway. Get down here. And if you don't come down to Texas Wrestling, you are an idiot. Nowhere else in the Carolinas will you see what we have here at the House of Pain. And I've called joint matches here in this building for many companies from UWL to 5-Star Pro Wrestling and even a new company called War. And even SCW matches here in the Sister Channel. But there's nothing like AWS here in Lawrenceville, South Carolina. As the AWS listen to this noise, shouting his name, Ryker, Ryker, Ryker. They absolutely love the AWS Avenger, the savior of professional wrestling, as Ace hollering and shouting, war paint and all, remnants of Ryker. As a reference to Chucky here, the Prophet, Avro Enoshima. And here we go, the music going again. What is going on? Chants coming from the Prophet. And the lights are on. And oh my God, Ryker was in the coffin the whole time. And Ace scared. Looks like he's seen a ghost. We know Ryker's not there in the coffin, but I think Ace is afraid of it. Ace says he's going to show the world that Ryker is not a good guy. That Ryker is a trickster and a swindler. But all I see is the crazy of the Erik Ryker here to do battle tonight. As lights are flashing on and off here, the Avenger of AWS, ready to take on Ace Harris, the Men in Black, here in Orangeburg, South Carolina. The first ever casket match for the Alternative Wrestling Showcase. Let's hear the introductions.
Casket match! The only way to win this thing is to capacitate your opponent and put them in the casket.
I think everyone knows the rules, Dave. You know, it's a casket match. There are no rules. The first person to put their opponent in the coffin is the winner. And the guy who is shut is going 6 feet under in total darkness. Quite an ovation for Ace Harris. Fans are torn in between these two competitors.
SCW Junior Heavyweight Champion, longest reigning SCW Junior Heavyweight Champion, and former AWS World Heavyweight Champion, from Rikers Island. Give it up for Erik Ryker!
Dave, about to blow along in the introduction of the savior of professional wrestling, Erik Ryker, mentioning his accomplishments. He was the youngest SCW Junior Heavyweight Champion. He was also the longest reigning SCW Junior Heavyweight Champion. He also mentioned that he was the former AWS Heavyweight Champion, but he also forgot that he was also the AWS Light Heavyweight Champion, and he was also the AWS House of Pain Champion. Ryker, so close to being a 4-star champion of AWS, missing only the tag team gold. As an exchange of words here between Ace Harris and Erik Ryker, and Ace has been telling people for weeks, you know, don't fall for the tricks, the debauchery of Erik Ryker. And look at Ace, Pearl Harbor attack, kicks in the corner. Already, and you can hear the crowd. That's right, Ace. They're trying to beat him down. He wants to prove that Ryker has not changed whatsoever. And Ryker asking, is that all you got? And Ace giving a headbutt, but no one wins from a headbutt here. And here's Ryker. He's been waiting. He's been anticipating this matchup because he's been wanting to prove once and for all that he has changed for the good. He is no longer under the guise of the Syrian Sheikh Akbar Bashar. He has dismantled and dethroned the Sheikh and put him on the shelf for good, retired him, taking the AWS Heavyweight Championship, and then later the NG, the remnants of Dominion, Cat Daddy, Foreman, the formidable, crazy group that is the New Generation. And Ryker getting stopped dead in his tracks from a suicide dive, forearm to the face. Ace Harris, vicious attack on Erik Ryker on the outside of the ring. Folks may can't see this at home too well, but Ryker here may be getting beaten down enough. The casket is waiting to be filled with someone's carcass so we can lead them out and bury them in the depths of hell here on Devil's Night, AWS. Ace asking for the referee to open the casket up. Is someone going in already? Looks like Ace is taking Ryker that way. Ryker's fighting back. I don't think Ryker's going to be took down that easy. As I said here, folks, this is the first ever casket match ever for AWS. This matchup going down in the history books of the Alternative Wrestling Showcase and the House of Pain wrestling venue here This being one of the most pandemonium matches ever anticipated in the history of AWS. And Ace fell into seal the deal, and Ryker diving off with a Superman punch from the corner post. Referee needs to just get out of the way, or he'll be a casualty of war and be crushed. There's a chair shot here. All the stops are being pulled out tonight. I don't think Ryker is going to leave no stone unturned, no door left shut. He's going to do everything possible in his power to bury Ace Harris. And likewise, that was the same thing Ace is saying, that we've been tricked over and over again. And now Ace here, chair shot of his own to Ryker, one to the temple, you know. That can extend a medical bill here and some concussions. That'll give a headache. And here's a leg drop. You know, Ryker may have a concussion after that to a temple. A chair shot to the temple. A vicious assault here from Ace. Ace has been on a vengeance streak here, fighting him now. You know, people are wondering if Ryker has really got out from under the guise of the Sheik. But, you know, Ace seems to be very angry, very personal in this. As we say, the woolly badger, Ace Harris, very vicious tonight here, trying to prove that Ryker is nothing but a no-good swindler, a cheat, a fake, a fraud, that all this could be a trick again. And Ryker does have the history where he came in, he fooled the people, he laid down to the Sheik. The Sheik was given the heavyweight championship, and then they reigned supreme as Dominion. And here's an attempt to put Ryker in the casket. Ryker's laid down, one leg still out. You have to shut the door. You have to shut the top of this thing here. This matchup may be over. And they'll ruin your plans for later. A kick to the nether region, and Ryker said, "No way, Jose. Not going down this way today." As Ryker fighting his way back out, as I keep trying to explain, Ace is trying to prove that this is just another trick up Ryker's sleeve, that at any moment he's going to turn on everyone and go back to the Sheik, that this is all a plan, that we just don't know what's going to happen. But Ryker has assured us that he is done with the Sheik forever, and that he is the avenger of AWS and the new team in town, the NG. Cat Daddy, the SCW heavyweight champion, and KL3 the Savage, the AWS heavyweight champion. What more could you say just with those two alone? How dangerous of a group that would be. But not only do they have those guys, they have the CMW, Carolina's champion, the king of the super heavyweights, Big Rick himself, and they have the CMW Warriors champion, KMD, another one, a formidable opponent. That's four guys, and recently, weeks back, Curtis Robertson, the doctor of professional wrestling himself, has joined the movement of the NG. And Curtis Robertson, a former 5-star pro wrestling United States champion, you know, Big Rick was saying the other day, they're hungry for gold. They're coming to take title after title. And looks like there's no one going to stop them. But Ryker is the guy. If there's anyone who can lead the charge in the assault and attack on the NG, Ryker is the man with the plan. But Ace is saying, no way, this is not the guy. Ace says he's the guy, but Ace has been making an ass out of himself week after week. Because what if Ryker is true? What if he is the true savior of professional wrestling? He's the savior of AWS, the one who will rid us of the virus that is the NG. And we'll wait to see here as Ryker climbing back in the ring. waiting for Ace to come back in. These guys is really starting to beat the hell out of each other. Waiting, and a diving spear to the outside. And the camera didn't catch this here, but I think he sent Ace straight to the bottom. I don't think there's no getting up after that. Now he's going to drag his dead carcass to that casket and lay waste to him, shut that door and bury him. But he's got him in the ring here. Ace reaching for this chair. There's a kick. Ryker going for the God Killer. Formerly an Ace, a low blow to the nether region. That'll stop any man in their tracks, I guarantee you. As Ryker had him set up for the God Killer. Formerly the Syrian Slam. The finish move of the Syrian Sheik Akbar Bashar. The move that beat the Sheik was his own move, and Ryker has redubbed that move as the God Killer in a nasty DDT on a steel chair here. You know, these guys right here, hope they got good insurance. I've said this before there. The chair shot to the temple, there's a DDT on the chair. Ryker is one of the toughest men that Mario Mammucci has seen in a long time. He's a formidable champion. He's a fighting warrior that I haven't seen in years. As he's groveling at the feet, Ace, another headbutt here. These guys here really must hate each other because they're taking all stops out. Ace going up. What are we going? Sidewalk slam into the chair. And someone in the crowd shouting, do it again. As we said, folks, our building has been sold out show after show after show. If you have not been coming to Orangeburg, South Carolina to get your dose of independent professional wrestling, you are sadly missing out. You need to get down here, 1742 Nices Highway, Orangeburg, South Carolina. The big gray building to the back, the House of Pain. We bring you the best because that's what Mario Mammucci, the host with the most, who brings you the best from coast to coast, us here every week calling them action. As we just seen, the lovely Miss Avro, the prophet herself, has made it out the ringside to cheer on with the fans. Here chanting, Ryker, 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 as Ryker is being stuffed into this coffin once again, and Ace trying to close the lid on the career and the life of Ryker. Almost closed, if not closed. You have to close both doors, Ace, and you didn't get the job done. Why did you walk away? That would have been me as Mario Mammucci. I would have took that chair. I would have smashed Ryker in the throat. He wouldn't have been able to breathe. But Ryker better watch out. Ace has got something behind his back. Ace is saying, you know, that's bygones be bygones. He's reaching out for a hand like an olive branch. Peace, peace, my friend. I wouldn't trust him no further than I could throw him. And now Ace is standing up to his feet. You can't trust him, Ryker. You know this. He's begging and pleading here. You know. Yep, there we go. That's a backfire. And Ryker stunned Ace. He didn't fall for that trick. Smart one, my guy. You listen to the fans. The fans were smart. Ace, he's a dork. He's a dweeb. He's a woolly badger. All the begging and pleading didn't save him. Now it looks like Ryker's heading to send Ace to hell where he came from. Put him in that coffin, close the lid, and get rid of him once and for all. Because I'm tired of Ace every week coming out here, bad-mouthing Ryker. Ryker is trying to do the right thing. He already got rid of the sheep. He got rid of Dominion. He got rid of world domination. And I know he has what it takes to get rid of the NG, Cat Daddy, Big Rick, KMD, KL3 the Savage, the AWS Heavyweight Champion, and Ryker hit with a spear right there. I don't think Ryker got much left in the gas tank. Looks like both of these guys are down for the count. Neither one up, and there's a tip up from Ryker. Ball of fire. Where did that energy come from? The fans are helping him. Ryker is electrified, waiting for Ace to get to his feet. Ace is struggling. Looks like he is dazed and confused in La La Land here as Ryker's going up. Trying, and Ace hits him with another DDT. Both guys down. Ace trying to scramble. Where is he going? He's outside of the ring here. You said, folks, here, if you've not been watching everything, you need to get down here. All of our dates for the rest of the year, I will be announcing here in a minute, as Ace is telling him, come on, Ryker, get up. And Ryker's kicked up again, turns around, and there's a smash with a foreign object, a second smash, and a third, and levels Ryker to his feet. These guys here, an amazing performance here for the first ever casket match at AWS, and they have not disappointed the fans, and they definitely not disappointed the man with the plan, Mario Manucci, the one and only true legend of professional wrestling, needing to come out of retirement. Next year, you folks will see Mario Manucci in action. And what is KMD from the NGs out here? What is going on here? As I was saying, folks, get on down here. November 19th, Insurrection, new door time. What is this here? KMD just flatlined Erik Ryker. In this match, there is no DQ. There are no rules. Anything goes. It looks like I see some more of the NG. Look like I have a Scott Pierce coming out. No, that's Malice. Patient 115, the creature from the Dark Asylum, created by the Prophet herself. Pump handle. He's got him up. And a shoulder breaker. New start time. Doors open at 4 p.m. The show starts at 5. Get on down here November 19th for Insurrection. And don't forget the All-Star Show. AWS, CMW, SCW. Hook for the God Killer. Ryker just dropping him. And what do I see? Ronnie York's to the outside. Looks like he's ready here. Reinforcements have arrived for Ryker. I'd like to see the rest of NG come out now when the numbers are more even. As it said, December 3rd, the Massacre Before Christmas, Toys for Tot benefit, toy drive show. There's a chair shot. Ryker's getting some revenge on him to the shoulder here. Get on down here. CMW, 5-Star Pro Wrestling, AWS, SCW, Global Wrestling League, and War Wrestling Aggression Revolution will be making their debut on the All-Star Wrestling Alliance Super Show here at the House of Pain in Orangeburg, December 3rd. And then, of course, the last and final show of the year, December 17th. AWS brings to you Rise Up, the final show of the year. That show you do not want to miss. Definitely. And you can get your tickets early. $3 off. Get on down here to the House of Pain. Looks like Ryker shut the coffin on him, and that is all over. The winner, Erik Ryker, and the casket being closed on Ace Harris. We're about out of time, folks. That's it. You got to get down here.